Welcome to an in-depth look at the Charlie Kirk case, a pivotal event in the ongoing discussion about political violence in America. Charlie Kirk, a prominent conservative activist and co-founder of Turning Point USA, wields significant influence within the Republican Party, aligning closely with the MAGA movement. Tragically, Kirk was assassinated during a public debate at Utah Valley University on September 10, 2025, while discussing mass shootings. This video aims to examine the circumstances surrounding his death and its profound implications for political violence in the United States. Kirk's journey began with early political activism, leading to the founding of Turning Point USA in 2012, an organization that quickly gained national prominence. He held strong conservative stances on issues like abortion, gun control, and LGBTQ+ rights, often advocating for Christian nationalism. However, Kirk also faced controversy for criticizing the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and Martin Luther King Jr., promoting COVID-19 misinformation, and making false claims about the 2020 election. On September 10, 2025, Kirk was fatally shot in the neck by a shooter positioned on a nearby rooftop. The accused shooter, Tyler James Robinson, surrendered the next day, with prosecutors now seeking the death penalty, alleging a politically motivated attack. The assassination's immediate aftermath saw video footage rapidly spread across social media, eliciting a wide range of reactions from anguish to partisan commentary. Political violence has a long history in the United States, from presidential assassinations to civil unrest and terrorist attacks. Experts report a significant increase in such incidents since 2016, reaching levels not seen since the 1970s. Political violence is defined as violence perpetrated by state or non-state actors to achieve political goals. The contemporary landscape of political violence is marked by a concerning rise in threats against public officials. The U.S. Capitol Police are investigating over 14,000 possible threats against lawmakers this year, a substantial increase from 9,474 in 2024. Similarly, the U.S. Marshals Service investigated 562 threats against federal judges in the 2025 fiscal year. A notable trend is the ungrouping of political violence, where individuals self-radicalize online, with most acts committed by those not affiliated with formal organizations. Political polarization, the growing ideological divide between groups, is a major contributing factor to this violence. Partisan animosity has significantly increased, with both parties holding increasingly unfavorable views of their opposition. Other factors include dehumanizing political rhetoric, authoritarian personality traits, online radicalization, and a pervasive sense of threat or increased fear. Reactions to Kirk's assassination were diverse, with prominent figures expressing condolences while partisan disputes and recriminations quickly emerged. President Trump and other Republican figures blamed the Democratic Party and left-wing beliefs, while others called for unity and an end to political violence. Retaliatory actions followed against those perceived as celebrating Kirk's death, including government monitoring of political speech and disciplinary actions against employees. Kirk's assassination also ignited a fierce debate over free speech in America. Though Kirk was a proponent of the First Amendment, the administration he supported vowed to crack down on speech related to his death. Legal experts raised concerns, arguing that such crackdowns set a dangerous precedent for free expression. The current climate of political violence draws parallels to turbulent periods in American history, such as the 1960s and 1970s. However, the present situation is unique due to the mainstreaming of violent rhetoric and the widespread availability of firearms. There is a potential for Kirk's killing to embolden further political violence, making it crucial to find ways to combat it while preserving constitutional values. In summary, the Charlie Kirk case reflects the broader issue of political violence in America, urging us to address its root causes. We must strive for a reduction in political polarization and a commitment to nonviolent means of resolving disputes. Ultimately, preserving democracy and civil discourse in the face of increasing violence remains our collective responsibility.